Well, good afternoon from Hong Kong. I don't know, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Today's August 1st, about 3 p.m. again, August 1st, Hong Kong time. And you can see how nasty the water looks. Just absolutely atrocious. If you look around, you see nobody has their biminis out. Everything is top down. Got a pretty nasty typhoon that's coming. It's going to hit Hong Kong directly. Right now, it's I don't know if you can see, but we got rain sprinkling right now. We had a pretty good downpour about 45 minutes ago, almost an hour ago. But excuse me. Right now, the edge of the typhoon is just kind of hitting us, and we had that downpour of rain, and the rain washes everything into the typhoon shelter. So any rubbish and garbage, you can see everything that's over there. It's horrible. It's atrocious. But right now, that's due south. We got everything down. You can see the solar panels are all wet. Everything's tied up and down. I got a few towels up that I'm trying to dry up. But anyway, typhoon is about to hit us. It's Nida, Nida, however one would want to pronounce it. But it's going to be pretty nasty. So this right now is the calm before the storm. I just kind of wanted to document that. Kind of got everything's down. I just got a couple rags up here, but we got wires going back to the dinghy, and normally what I do is, I don't know if you can see, there's a yellow bilge pump that's in there. I have a switch, I manually just turn it on. Actually, this is the second time we're doing this. The last monsoon we had, I think it was in February, and I had the outboards, as you can see, still rebuilding the outboards there. Got an old 1956 or something Johnson, but anyway, what had happened is we had this monsoon. It was, nothing. And anyway, it filled the dinghy up when we were sleeping. And the dinghy sunk just because I had the engine attached to it. And you want to talk about insult. But anyway, I don't know if you can see, this is a satellite image here. See, here's the eye of the storm. It's coming straight to Hong Kong. That's where I'm at. So I kind of see a track. It started out as a tropical cyclone, and now it's a typhoon. They say that the center wind speeds right now are in excess of 130 kilometers per hour in the center. So here's Hong Kong, and it's going to be on top of me. It's just past the 400 kilometer mark. I was reading about 45 minutes ago, and they said, less than 300 kilometers away. Well, anyway, so what the news media says and what the Hong Kong Weather Observatory says are very far, very, very different. But anyway, it is less than 400 kilometers away. And as you can see here in Hong Kong, we're right on the outside edge of it. The eye is acting pretty weird. It was really big, and it closes up, and it really whips around. So I don't know if it's gathering strength or something like that. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I've spent yesterday and today just tying everything down and getting ready. May and I ride the storm out. We watch the ropes. We have to watch the typhoon ropes. Because what we do is we have on our ropes, I don't know if you can kind of see it, we've got two different ropes. You can see one rope and another rope. One is a standard rope, one is the typhoon rope. So we got one port and starboard on the stern, and up at the bow, you will notice that I've got on the bow, I've got two ropes that come, and then I have a third rope that comes up. This third rope is what we have. This knot there, it's a bow line. So the more you pull on it, the tighter it gets against itself. So anyway, we got underneath that, there's shackles, and it's all stainless steel shackles and stuff. But these are large steel barrels, floating barrels, and there's a huge chain that goes down to a 5,000 pound concrete block. And so we're in about 36 feet of water at high tide. So it's about 36 feet of water below us, and that at high tide. So right now you can see nothing is being sucked out. For the storm is not pulling anything out, not bringing anything in. It just kind of seems that the rain that we had about 45 minutes ago just washed everything in, and now it's just sitting here. The tide isn't coming in, the tide isn't going out, it's just sitting here. So this is that moment in time where you can double check and make sure everything, this is secure. That's stainless steel, that's not going to move anywhere. But other than that, we have everything else is taken down, tied down, as you can see. Nothing in the hydroponics. All the rattan furniture has all been taken or tied down, and it's all secure. So, but we're gonna ride the storm out, May and I. She's gonna be finishing up work here shortly, and she'll come because we're at signal T3, Typhoon 3, and so she's sampans. Sampans tend to stop delivering at Typhoon Signal 8, because it goes Typhoon Signal 1, which is, get ready. Typhoon 3 is our winds start to pick up and conditions can change drastically. Typhoon Signal 8 is one hell of a ride. And then the maximum, which is Typhoon Signal 10, which is the maximum, and that is hold on tight because you're in for one hell of a ride. And this is definitely going to, once it gets to us, probably in the early morning AM hours of Tuesday morning, we will be at Typhoon Signal 8, or at least a maximum of Typhoon Signal 10. So May and I are gonna ride it out. Fridge is full of beer. I finished up tying everything. I've got a gin and tonic with a nice chunk of lime in it. So that's what's going on in our world. I wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful week from Alan and May here in Hong Kong. Keep us in your thoughts, and we're going to be riding the storm out. So again, for May and Alan, be good, be safe, and always, always be well. Bye-bye.